Day.
Champion Dan Scoville has won cash and prizes totaling $5,036. This week, players will win a large screen TV, a baby grand piano, a diamond watch, and a trip to the Caribbean, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a Thunderbird and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Good to have you all here. Delighted to have you join us for Sale of the Century. We crowned a new champion on our last show. Let's welcome him back. This is Dan Scoville. Hello, Dan.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fine, and so are you. Great trip to the Caribbean. That should be wonderful. And you are a married man, right?
Yes, I am.
You and your wife will enjoy that. I didn't talk to you about what you do for a living.
Well, I am a musician, I like to tell people, but I process words for a living at this point.
Well, trying to knock on the doors with the music, but in the meantime, earning a living,
That's right.
Well, good luck with your musical aspirations, and good luck here again today. With today, you play the Winner's Big Money game for $6,000. And here to introduce the challengers is Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. Thank you. Little dressy, I like that.
Thank you. This contestant knows it's impossible to be in two places at one time. Originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, let's welcome Chris Vasquez.
Hello there, Chris.
And he fulfilled every chocoholic fantasy from Sherman Oaks, California. Let's hear it for Steve Love.
Hello there, Steve. The way you say chocoholic, you're with him. I'll see you later, Mr. Bargain. Steve, you fulfilled every chocoholic's fantasy. Well, I know Summer said she's one. How did you fulfill that great fantasy?
Well, Jim, recently I had some friends over for an all-chocolate dinner. We had chocolate souffle, chocolate mousse, and chocolate-dipped strawberries. It was incredible.
Oh, boy. How was the chocolate wine that went with it, Steve? Was that good?
That was good.
Nice to have you. That definitely is fulfilling a fantasy. And, Chris, you know it's impossible to be in two places at once.
I sure do, Jim. I flew to Florida to see my parents just as they drove up my driveway in California to see me.
Oh, somebody was doing a surprise?
Yes, sir.
Long-distance surprise. Nice to have you here as well.
Thank you.
Well, I wish all three of the players good luck. And in addition to that Winner's Big Money game, there's a great prize for winning the match. Very luxurious prize goes to the winner today. There is a ladies' watch worth over $3,700. That is a very nice thing. That goes to the winner. $20 starts you all off, and let's get started. Name the TV talk show host who was nominated for an Oscar for her role in The Color Purple. Steve?
Oprah Winfrey.
That's right. $5 for the correct answer, and Steve goes to 25. America's favorite color comes in shades called periwinkle and azure. Dan?
Blue.
Blue is the favorite color, and Dan gets his first $5. What sport are you playing if you and your buddies are on the beach spiking and serving? Chris?
Volleyball.
Yes, indeed. You almost had him surfing out there, didn't you, Chris? Volleyball it is. You're right for 5 and a three-way tie. With the Soviet government owning 51% of each outlet, the Russian people will soon have the golden arches. Dan?
McDonald's.
That's right. There's going to be big Max skis with the rest of us in Russia. And Dan goes to 30. Figuratively speaking, where would you be if you were standing before the pearly gates? Dan?
In heaven.
Heaven is right. Champion beats every one of the buzzers and goes to 35. Time for Lucid Bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. And Dan, that's you. $10 lead over the challengers, and something very lovely could be yours. Look at this.
Dan, for patio or den, Lloyd Flanders, dining table and chairs. The comfort of wicker for use indoor or out of doors. All-weather wicker furniture furnished by Lloyd Flanders. And it's normally priced at $920. But today on Sale of the Century, it's yours for only $5.
Very nice. Beautiful.
Those are lovely.
Lovely wicker, Dan. What do you think?
Beautiful.
It really is. Lovely set. The table, the chairs, $920. Cost you $5. If you bought them for $5, you'd still have a $5 lead. Let's make it over to $1,000 bargain. I'll give you $100 in cash to go with it. Over a $1,000 bargain for $5, Dan. And he's going to buy. Show the chair. He'll like that deal. Good. Over $1,000 for the value of the question. And we'll knock it off. You're still in the lead, but one question over Chris and Steve. Name the popular NBC action show that stars former L.A. Rams defensive end Fred Dryer in the starring role. Chris?
Hunter.
Hunter is right, yes, and she ties Dan for the lead. You might consider Oregon and Arizona sweetheart states, since they both entered the Union. Steve?
1812.
No, it's interesting. They both entered the Union on this lovers' holiday. Oregon in 1859, Arizona in 1912, Valentine's Day. And Steve takes a backward step, losing 5. In the classic children's novel, What Swiss Family Was Stranded? Dan?
Robinson.
That's right, Swiss Family Robinson, and Dan beats everyone with a buzzer. Goes into the lead. Pain game now, playing for control of the board with a lot of information about a famous thing. Famous thing. I am a mass of glass, plastic, wood, tubing, and wire, invented by Thomas Alva Edison nearly 100 years ago. I now sell for anywhere from $600 to $10,000. Dan.
Jukebox.
That's right. Well done. Dan gets control of the board. Good job on that. $10 money card where? Something.
It's Anna number 2.
You've got that $10 money card to add to that $5 lead. If you can do it, good luck.
Okay, come on, $10 money card.
No, bounce off, it lands on number 8, and he gets...
It's a recliner and wing chair. The classic beauty of Chippendale wing chairs in hand-tufted leather-like vinyl. One converts into a matching recliner. Furnished by Sam Moore Furniture Industries.
Well, I think you're going to be in good shape with chairs now.
I can sit around quite a lot.
That's right. That's $900 worth of chairs to add to the chairs you got earlier. Kind of interesting. Our staff research, you might be interested in this, talking about the jukebox. The 3 most often played songs in a jukebox. Number 3 was Rock Around the Clock. Number 2 is Patsy Cline's Crazy. And the most played song in a jukebox, Elvis Presley's Hound Dog. We'll be right back. Pam wants to make this your lucky day. Hi, I'm John Davidson with big news about 50 additional winners this week on Lucky Day USA. And now you can win $1,000, like S. Beals of Eaton Rapids, Michigan. Or you could be one of our 10 new $50 instant winners. But you have to come up with the last word. To have it fixed would take a government grant, because the Tower of Pisa has an Italian... If you know the last word, call 1-900-420-0491. Call costs $1.45 per minute and averages 2 minutes. If you're right, you'll be eligible for today's $1,000 drawing, or you could be one of today's 10 instant $50 winners. If you want a chance at the money, give us a call. We've already given away over $250,000 in cash and prizes. Remember, you must be 18 years or older to play. But let's make this your lucky day on USA.
With Duplo, it's not just how a child builds a toy, but how a toy can build a child. Oversized Duplo for the preschool years. Lego system for all those years to come from Lego.
Mom said to share this with you. So if you want some, just say, Michael, I like a piece of pie.
Sara Lee pies are big, like homemade, so there's plenty to share.
Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
We get lots of suggestions like this on how to help folks tell our Idaho potatoes from those others. Thanks, but we'll keep the seal on the bag. So look for it, because if it's not from Idaho, it's just a spud.
Make a quantum leap.
I'm a woman. I'm in love.
On USA, tonight at 7, 6 Central.
Back to the match, and a good one. Champion Dan at 35, Chris a question behind at 30, and Steve just 3 questions behind at 20. And here's a question for 5. To turn a corned beef sandwich into a Reuben, you'd add, Dan?
Cheese.
More,
Swiss
please?
cheese.
More, please.
Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese and sauerkraut.
Oh, yes, all right. Judge said you got it on the buzzer, and you've got another 5, yes. The reason I had to ask for more, the question read you'd add Swiss cheese and some of this chopped cabbage fermented in brine. Sauerkraut is what I couldn't help you on that, Dan, in fairness to your opponents, but you finally got it. You've added another 5. This Land Is Your Land is the most famous of the more than 1,000 songs, Dan.
Stephen Foster.
No. Woody Guthrie. A musician missed that one, huh, Dan? Woody Guthrie wrote those. You lose 5. Though it's actually orange. What do we call the flight recorder found on all commercial... Dan?
The black box.
That's right. On commercial airliners, it's called the black box. Dan bouncing around. Back to 40. The largest meat-eating mammal that lives on land is the Alaskan brown. Steve.
Bear.
That's right, it is a bear, and Steve goes to 25. But with an instant bargain, Dan, again, you've stretched out your lead. $10 lead over Chris. I think you might like this.
Dan, catch a bite to eat in magnificent Monterey. We'll fly you and a guest from Los Angeles to Monterey for a week stay at the Monterey Plaza, the Grand Hotel on the Bay, located on famous Cannery Row. Your 7-day, 6-night stay includes deluxe accommodations and 2 tickets to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's normally priced at $1,880. But today on Sale of the Century Tours for only $11.
Ooh, that is a big trip. That's a big trip.
I love street food.
Yeah, what's your wife's name, Dan?
Carol.
Is Carol here rooting for you?
No, she's not here. She couldn't be here today.
I know that, Dan, because Carol called me right before we went on the air, and she said, I want to go to Monterey even more than the Caribbean. $1,880 trip, Dan. I'll give you a shot at it. Not 11. Now, if I sold it to you for 10, you'd be in a tie with Chris for $10. Going once, going twice, and no sale. I guess he didn't believe me.
My wife will never forgive me.
Well, you've got a great trip to the Caribbean already. Back with us. Recently on 2020, what Oscar-winning actress apologized to the Vietnam War vets? Chris.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda's right, beating Steve to the buzzer. Chris within one question of Dan and the lead. What rugged mountain chain is nicknamed the backbone of North America? Dan.
The Rockies.
Backbone of North America is indeed the Rockies, and Dan to 45. With the exception of copper, the only metal which is not gray or white when pure, Dan?
Gold.
Gold is exactly right. Well solved. Dan hits the $50 mark. The U.S. government agency which oversees our airports and pilots is known as the Chris?
Federal Aviation Agency.
No, I'm sorry. That's a title you haven't had it right. Federal Aviation Administration. That's what FAA stands for. A judge couldn't accept it, Chris. Sorry about that. You lose 5. Well, talking about the FAA and airlines, back in 1930, the first airline stewardesses boarded planes, and they had the first stewardess manual. And a couple of the instructions from the manual, absolutely true, read, keep the clock and altimeter wound up, warn the passengers against throwing cigars out the windows, and make sure that passengers who go to the lavatory don't mistakenly go out the emergency exit. I know some airlines that still use those rules. We'll be right back.
How'd you like to have $2,000 in your bank account tomorrow for your Christmas shopping? Here's a friend to tell you how you can.
Hi, I'm Monty Hall. Now you can play Let's Make a Deal with me just by picking up your phone and calling 1-900-860-4332. I'm giving away $2,000 in cash instantly. Call 1-900-860-4332. Can't win if you don't call.
$2,000 in your bank account tomorrow? That's almost like Christmas.
$3.88 a minute and the average call 6 minutes.
I do coke so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke, so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke, so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke, so I can work
Don't go away. You could win cash as Lucky Day USA continues right after this.
There's something funny cooking for Thanksgiving.
You ever hear of a tuna?
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
What did you say your name was?
Call me Fletch.
Hey, it's old Scrap.
Anybody have to go to the bathroom?
It's a feast of funny movies on USA, November 26th and 27th.
I'm Tracy Brocklin. We're running a store-wide sale on all Sylvania TVs, like this 25-inch remote, manufactured and designed in USA, sale price $399. Or this 19-inch cable-ready remote, sale price $249.
You can't do that.
Well, I'll even throw in a 5-year picture tube on either one. I'll even deliver both free. Nurse?
The prices don't sound too bad to me.
You heard it from Dad. He can handle this sale, but hurry in before the effects wear off.
KSI introduces a window years ahead of its time that you can own today. The TR3000 window, a unique metal reinforced vinyl frame with 3 panes of high-performance low-E glass and fusion-welded corners that for a limited time only you can own at the low double glass price. Right now, you can receive a free temp card that allows you to measure the energy efficiency of your own windows right in the privacy of your home. Measure your savings, too. Call 1-800-527-9800. Call now.
Some of today's Sale of the Century participants will receive part of Ricci's Art Deco collection. Elegant silver-plated picture frame, meticulously handcrafted in Italy. Frame your memories with beauty and luster. Furnished by Ricci. And now, back to Sale of the Century.
Thank you, Don. Dan at 50, Chris at 30, Steve at 25. If you've been with us for a few shows, you know that the instant cash has been building. It's coming up at the end of this segment, and when it does, someone gets a crack at $8,000 in cash. You heard the sound. Another money card up on the board. Back to the fame game and a famous person. I am a performer who has won 2 Oscars for Best Actress. I was born in California in 1946, the daughter of a movie extra. At age 17, I began starring in a TV series. I co-starred in Smokey and the Bandit with Burt Reynolds. Chris.
Sally Field.
Sally Field, yes. You won Oscars for Norma Ray and Places in the Heart. And you've got control of the board, Chris. $15 money card. Where's it?
Lucky number 5.
Well, it could help. You're trailing by 20. Good luck.
Come on, $15 right now.
Oh, bounce off it. I hope it's something good behind number 3.
It's Mystery Money or Try Again.
Chris, you're trailing by $20. You can start the lights flashing to try to hit one of those money cards, or you can take the cash. We don't know how much. Tough decision.
It sure is, Jim. I think I'll take the mystery money.
Go take the money. All right, let's see what she gets. $700 in cash. That's a pretty good decision. Yeah, because we're fairly early. There's ample time to catch up. You're only behind by 4 questions, so right now you've pocketed $700. During World War I, some U.S. soldiers were lucky enough to get private gun training from female sharpshooter Annie
Oakley.
Annie Oakley taught the soldiers how to shoot a rifle. Yes, you're right. You're at 35. Ruth Warwick, Agnes Moorehead, Joseph Cotton, Orson Welles, they all made their feature film debut in what 1941 movie classic?
War of the Worlds.
No. Warwick, Moorehead, Cotton, and Orson Welles in 41. Citizen Kane. They all start at the same time. Citizen Kane, you lose 5. The new book, Washington Goes to War, was written by this TV journalist and former news partner of Chet Huntley. Steve.
David Brinkley.
David Brinkley it is, and Steve ties Chris for second place at 30. But Dan, you have the lead with the instant cash. 2 boxes have $100 bills, and as promised, one is worth a big $8,000. It would cost you the amount of your lead if you wanted to go for it. It would cost you $20, and we'd have a 3-way tie. Dan going once. You want to go for it? All right. We'll knock off the 20. We've got a 3-way tie. Now, Dan, which box?
I have a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful children, so I'm going to take number 3.
Number 3. All right. For the entire family, $8,000 would be nice. Dan, good luck and open it up.
$100.
Oh. You know the one I hate to look at is this one. If you were with us on the last show, Dan was talking about his son said to do number 2, right? Let's see. Or no, it was blue, right? It wasn't number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't mind. No, it was in number 1. Number 1. If you had done it just for Beautiful Carol, you would have done it. Goes to 9,000 on the next show. We'll be right back with a 3-way tie. That's right, it was the blue yesterday. Yeah.
Introducing Tear-Free Pert Plus for kids. It's not just a tear-free shampoo. It's a detangling conditioner, too. Tear-Free Pert Plus for kids. Easy on eyes, tough on tangles.
You know, I can still remember the very first candy given to me by my grandfather. It was Werther's Original, and I was 4. I had a little trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and just plain good. But there was something else, too. I remember feeling I must be somebody very special when my grandpa gave me his wonderful butter candy. So, now I'm the grandfather. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's Original? He's somebody special, too.
Don't go away. There's 5 more chances for you to be one of today's big winners. So stay tuned for Win, Lose, or Draw as Lucky Day USA continues.
Hi, can we see your Christmas tree?
My tree?
We heard about your tree. I heard about I want to see that tree.
Mister, can I watch your tree?
Watch? The tree. Yeah.
Wow, it turns.
Bring your Christmas tree to life with Noma Ornimotion, the little motors that turn ornaments into crowd pleasers.
May I see your tree?
Ornimotion, another bright idea from the people at Noma.
I'll be your little girl.
Who says you can't pick your relatives? Perfect Family on USA, Saturday at 2.
Back to the match, and that scoreboard tells it all. $30 all the way across the board. Let's get back. Orthodox, Reformed, Conservative. Dan?
Jewish.
That's right. 3 major branches of what religion? Judaism, Jews, what I wanted to hear. You're back into the lead. It is forbidden to fly an airplane over this beautiful landmark. Steve?
The White House.
No, it's probably true, but a beautiful landmark located in Agra, India, that is the Taj Mahal. Quick buzzer cost you 5. 100 years ago, Auguste Rodin created this famous sculpture of a man, Chris.
The Thinker.
In contemplation. It is indeed the Thinker. You tie Dan for the lead. $10 separate the players. All 3 money cards up on the board with a final fame game and a famous person. I am a scientist who lived to the ripe old age of 85. I was born in England on Christmas Day, 1642. As a boy, I was considered a poor student, yet Albert Einstein said his work would have been impossible without Dan.
Galileo.
No, took a chance. Out of the rest of the question, we will clear it. Continue for Steve and Chris. Einstein said his work would have been impossible without my ideas. I discovered how the universe is held together while Chris?
Newton.
And an apple fell on the tree. Newton is right. And Chris gets control of the board. $25 money card winner.
Line number 7.
Any one of those money cards gives you the lead, Chris. Good luck.
Okay, $25 now.
No lands on number 4. This time she gets
$300.
more cash. That brings your cash total off that board to a nice round $1,000, and you are still right in the thick of things. So that beautiful lady's watch worth over $3,700 is on the line, as well as a crack at the winner's big money game as we finish up the match with the speed round. 60 seconds on the clock. It is Chris and Dan both at 35. Steve just 10 behind at 25. Anyone could win it as we start the speed round now. According to legend, what German town was rid of rats by the Pied Piper? Chris.
Hamlin.
Right. What common office supply is available in Fountain, Ballpoint, Dan?
Pen.
Right. In the 1800s. Chris?
Fountain of Youth.
Wrong. Igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Dan?
Rock.
Right. What famous Parisian landmark was constructed, Dan?
The Eiffel Tower.
Yes. What relative of the onion is chopped and served with sour cream, Dan?
Chives.
Yes. Which one of Charlie's Angels went on to star in the hit movie, Dan?
Farrah Fawcett.
Right. What wood-loving insect is the favorite food of the aardvark, Dan?
Termites.
Right. On traffic signs, what 5-letter word means to give another...
Yield.
Yes. The humorist who claimed I never met a man I didn't like, Dan?
W.C. Fields.
Wrong. Although most gems are mined, what valuable gem is found inside an oyster? Dan?
Pearl.
Right. What do the initials D.C. stand for in Washington?
Before Christ.
Wrong. During Holy Communion, bread and wine are symbolic of whose body and blood? Dan?
Jesus.
Right. Which time is up? Dan has won it. Congratulations. Back to Dan in a moment. Got a little cleaning up to do there. Never met a man I didn't like. Will Rogers said that. You jumped in correctly. The 5-letter word meaning to give another driver the right of way is yield. I didn't even get a chance to say extremities, and that, of course, was Farrah Fawcett, the Parisian landmark and the exposition in 1889. You were correct jumping in there with the Eiffel Tower. But the two that cost Chris, he jumped in quick. I was already into the question in the 1800s. I was going to say what European city was terrorized by Jack the Ripper. That is London. And the initials D.C. stand in Washington, D.C. It is the District of Before Christ, I believe. District of Columbia. That quick one cost you there a couple times, Chris. Got to say goodbye to Steve and Chris. Steve didn't pick up anything along the way, but got some parting gifts for you in the cash in front of you. Thank you for joining us, Steve. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. I had a great time.
Thank you. Chris, you did well in the cash department. In just cold cash, $1,035. Chris, well done. Thank you. Dan Scoville did it again, and as promised, Dan, you got a beautiful prize. Well, your lady, Carol, did not get the trip. Carol, your wife, is going to enjoy this. Don, tell them about it.
Well, Dan, let Carol enjoy the finer things in life with Lucien Picard's exquisite jewelry, which also tells time. A masterpiece with 1 carat of diamonds circling a beautiful two-tone dial with a 14-carat bracelet furnished by Lucien Picard. This prize is worth $3,790.
Isn't that fantastic?
That's wonderful.
Everybody's going to see Carol in that, and they're going to think Dan's already got 10 songs in the top 10, right? Now Dan's going to join me to play the Winner's Big Money game. Come on, Dan. Well, since Carol didn't come down, don't tell her about it. You'll give her a great present there. That's surprise, right? Isn't that lovely? $3,700. That's wonderful. That's a nice thing. Now, let's see you do it. The Winner's Big Money game, $6,000.
I'm going to do it this time.
Well, if you're confident, let's get to it. Red, yellow, or blue, which envelope is it going to be?
Blue again, Jim.
Blue again, that's right. You're 2-year-old or
3-year-old?
3-year-old. He says blue. I hope he's right this time. Now remember, that clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. We want you to solve 4 puzzles in 20 seconds. And good luck. May I have 20 seconds on the clock up there? And Dan, the first puzzle starts now. He played Little Joe, yes? On Bonanza? Michael Landon. Michael Landon. Couldn't come up with it. But that's the one mistake you can make. You cannot make another, even if there's time left on the clock. There is still time. It has been done, but you've got some catching up to do now. Let's get on a winning track now as we look at the next puzzle now. State where Custer, yes?
South Dakota.
No. No, that's in Montana. Custer's last name? Yeah, they moved it. I understand. It's in Montana. Montana. Oh, we played that one.
I didn't have much time.
No. Well, yeah, you have to take a couple of chances there. We'll make you feel better about it, Dan. If you win next time, you'll play for $7,000. And you'll get a handle on this. I know you will. All you got to do is win. We'll be back with our champion, who's got a great total anyway, right after this commercial timeout. Montana. Just north of Billings, Montana.
This is Digger, my little brother. The guy's a born trucker. He comes to my room. What does he go for? Tonka! Tell him, these are for big guys. So what'd you get for your birthday, Digger? Tonka! A big fat dump truck and a big fat fire truck. And Grandpa got me a school bus and a garbage truck. And they guarantee them for life. That's a long time. So are you happy, Digger? Tonka!
Wherever you go, Tonka means trucks.
Here they come, sport fans. To slamming and jamming, rocking and rolling. Incredible new sports music videos. NFL rocks and NBA superstars, too. They're both free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. The best way to get inside the action for over 20 million readers. Call this toll-free number now and get the best of both worlds. To the beat of some of rock's top artists. You'll get superstars and super sounds, one right after another. And get 54 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.39 an issue. Save over 52% off the cover price. SI and the 2 free videos make great gifts. For quicker delivery, use your credit card. Get your 2 free videos and enjoy the excitement of sports every week in Sports Illustrated.
Back with our champion, Dan Scoville. Summer, what were you saying? You got something to make you feel a little better? That'll make you feel a little better. Carol will love that. Over $3,700 worth of gold and diamonds. That is beautiful. And Dan, he hasn't been so lucky with the Winner's Big Money game, but he's got himself $10,846 for 2 shows. Oh, Sale of the Century. Barbara Knox. Isn't that incredible?
Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking.
Sam steps into a hairy situation as the owner of a swank Beverly Hills beauty salon on Quantum Leap, tonight at 7 on USA.